Now, on this top line, I'm going to count in steps of 10. I'm going to write out the 10 times table. And on this middle line, I'm going to count in steps of 2. So I'm going to write out the 2 times table. And on this bottom line, I'm going to add the numbers in my top line and my middle line. And you'll see why I'm doing that in a moment. So we start with 10 at the top and 2 in the middle, so we have a total of 12 blocks. Now we have 20 at the top and 4 in the middle, so we have a total of 24 blocks. Now 30 at the top and 6 in the middle, so we have 36. Now 40 at the top and 8 in the middle, so 48. And now 50 and 10, so 60 altogether. Now what do you notice about our number line at the bottom? We have the numbers 12, 24, 36, 48 and 60. So, at the bottom, we're counting in steps of 12. We're adding 12 each time. And that's because 10 plus 2 is 12. So when you add your 10 times table and your 2 times table, you get your 12 times table. So carrying on, 60 and 12 makes 72. 70 and 14 makes 84. 80 and 16 makes 96. 90 and 18 makes 108. And 120 makes 120. So on the bottom line, we have our 12 times table, and we can say that we got our 12 times table by adding our 10 times table and our 2 times table. So if you want to work out 12 times a number, you can work out 10 times and 2 times, and then add those together to get 12 times. So the 10 times table plus the 2 times table equals the 12 times table. So 1 times 12 is 12, because 10 plus 2 is 12. 2 times 12 is 24, because 20 plus 4 is 24. 30 plus 6 is 36, so 3 times 12 is 36. 40 plus 8 is 48, so 4 times 12 is 48. 50 and 10 makes 60. 60 and 12 makes 72. 70 and 14 makes 84. 80 and 16 makes 96. 90 and 18 makes 108. And 100 plus 20 is 120. So let's go through our 12 times table. 0 times 12 is 0. 1 times 12 is 12. 2 times 12 is 24. So here we have two groups of 12, so we have 24. 3 times 12 is 36. So here we have 3 groups of 12 blocks, which gives us 36. 4 times 12 is 48. 5 times 12 is 60. 6 times 12 is 72. 7 times 12 is 84. 8 times 12 is 96. 9 times 12 is 108. 10 times 12 is 120. So now we have 10 groups of 12 blocks, and that gives us 120. So now let's practice counting in steps of 12. So count with me if you can. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108, 120. And now let's practice counting up in steps of 12 on 100 square. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, and then if we kept on counting above 100, we would have 108 and 120. So what do you notice about multiples of 12? Multiples of 12 are always even numbers. They always have a units digit of 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0. And you'll also notice these diagonal lines, which we have because when we add 12, we add 10 and 2. So we move down to add 10 and then 2 to the right to add 2. So let's practice multiplying by 12. We want to know 5 times 12, so we can count in steps of 12 5 times. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. And now we've made 5 groups of 12. We've made 5 jumps of 12 on our number line. So 5 times 12 is 60. Now pause the video if you need to and see if you can find 3 times 12. So if we count in steps of 12, 3 times, we have 12, 24, 36. So our answer is 36. Now you could have counted 3 tens to get 30, and then 3 twos to get 6, and then added 30 and 6 to get 36. But the 12 times table is useful to know, so try to memorize your 12 times table in the same way that you have for your times tables so far. So now pause the video and see if you can find 9 times 12 by counting up 9 steps of 12. So we have 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108. So now we've made 9 groups of 12. So 9 times 12 equals 108.